The GSLP Liberals are absolutely serious about the climate emergency. Remember, it was us who took the climate change motion through Parliament. Unprompted, because we felt it was necessary, we passed the Climate Change Act, which means it is now law to look after the climate. We've already taken practical steps by changing the way we generate power from the diesel that we had 8 years ago without any hope of anything else to LNG, which already drops by 44% the amount of emissions. We are already starting on solar and renewables, which will drop that further, and we're taking other steps in order to ensure that our carbon footprint decreases and that we do things in a sustainable manner. As long as there are cars and ships, there are going to be instances where the air quality isn't like you or I would like it to be. We have to improve our air quality further. But remember where we've got to. 3 years ago, there were 3 problems to do with air quality. There was power generation with really dirty, unreliable diesel and generating stations. And then we had shipping and we had traffic. With the new LNG power station, we have dealt with a lot of our air quality because LNG reduces some pollutants like sulfur dioxide by 99%. It reduces nitrogen oxide by 90%, particulates by virtually 100%. So from power generation, we can show from our air monitoring systems that our air quality in a lot of pollutants has improved, and the graphs show it clearly. So we have neutralized to a large extent the negative effect on air quality of power generation. With our traffic plan that my colleague Paul Balban has spearheaded on behalf of the government, we've already taken steps to calm traffic and to reduce it, and our manifesto shows a lot more commitment to that. In shipping, we're already committed to ensuring that ships alongside use shore power so their engines won't be running, so that will decrease the pollution considerably in all the different sites. We have already drafted a law to control black smoke from ships in British Gibraltar territorial waters. We are going to be adopting all international regulations in relation to fuels from ships so that our air quality as a result of shipping will improve. So that although air quality is not where I would like it to be, it certainly is much better than it was when I took over as Minister for the Environment, and I can guarantee that I will work extremely hard to ensure that the remaining problems in air quality are solved within the next 4 years. There's been a revolution in education. A revolution is when things change quickly, drastically, because of a dire need. That's how I see it. We've built new buildings because the old buildings, which hadn't been renewed for decades, needed that change. We've changed the way we teach by having more project-based learning, by reducing stress on the children, by introducing vocational courses. So we widen the range that everybody can do, not just the traditionally academic subjects. We've increased the number of nursery places. We've realigned the years to go with the key stages. So we've made very fundamental changes, including, of course, going into co-education. So taken all together, it is a revolution because so much has changed, not just in the fabric, but also in the way we teach and learn. Now we have to consolidate education. We have to settle down to all the changes so that the teachers and the children and students get used to the new way of doing things and make maximum use of the facilities. But we have to go further. We have to look at how education is organized, the interaction between the schools and the Department of Education. We have to consolidate the vocational training courses and expand the vocational training courses. We have to update our legislation. We have to continue improving on what we do for mental health for students and support teachers in dealing with mental health in students. So there's a long way to go, but we've covered a lot, and we really need to give us time to settle down while we still have our sights on more development and on modernizing our education system further. This is not a time for novices or has-beens. In everything, including education, environment, heritage, this is a time for political experience, for proven track records, not for experiments. For those who deliver and not for those who merely promise. Vote for all 10 GSLP Liberal candidates. Thank you.